Hello everyone! It's me again, Andy Ruffett. We're doing part 4 of A Cock and Bull Story, and I'm here with my friend...
Aleks.
And we're going to read part 4 of A Cock and Bull Story, and Alex will start. So,
okay.
Here we go.
What note am I playing? He asked the cookie as he hit a low D on the keys. C, came the cookie's reply as he held the dead cat in his white-gloved hand. My father shook his head. No, that was a D. You have Van Gogh's ear for music. Yeah, the damn painter sold me Van Gogh's ear to replace the one that a dog chewed off. My father laughed as the cookie placed the dead cat into the garbage bag and put the bag in the garbage bin outside. How does a cookie even have ears? The cookie shrugged. I have no idea. How did your ear get chewed off? I asked. I'd rather not talk about it, said the cookie. Let's just say I was trespassing. Those dogs were chasing me forever. I had just boiled some water from my battery-operated kettle, and as the steam left the spout, I directed the spout towards those vicious animals. I almost ran out of steam, but finally the heated mist slowed them down. Wow was all I let out. Yep, it's fun when you're 17. We all just stared at the cookie. 17? Wow. Anyone want to talk to me? Anyone want to walk with me to the flea market? Sure, what do we need? I asked. A new lamp. You're buying that from a flea market? Sure. But when we walked the 2 blocks to the flea market, we discovered that all the market sold were fleas. Orange fleas, blue fleas, purple fleas, itchy fleas, talking fleas. There were fleas of every kind. All you sell is fleas? Asked the cookie. The men who had the fleas all in a little individual boxes laughed. You think that's strange? I'm talking to a large cookie. Touché. Then the cookie accidentally stubbed his toe by kicking the table that the man was behind. He clutched his toe and tried to stand on it, but then clutched the injured foot because it was still painful to stand on. That must hurt, said the man. Don't want to get off on the wrong foot. The cookie smiled a mocking grin, and I helped the cookie hobble back to their car. Why don't I drive? I'm 18 and I have my driver's license, I offered, once we were by the car. The cookie laughed. After you burned down your parents' house? No way. I sighed. That's the only excuse I'm getting today. Why can't everyone just forget about that? It's something that'll take years to forget. I didn't speak for the rest of the drive home, and walked into the house very frustrated. Why doesn't anyone trust me? I asked. Our trust in you went down like a lead balloon when you burned down the house, just as quickly as a lead balloon that's about to crash into my backyard, said the cookie as he pointed out the window, just in time for both of us to see the balloon made of lead crash into the cookie's barbecue.
Damn lead balloons, cried the cookie. Now 2 of my things are destroyed. I expected this day to be great. It's been one disaster after another. My aunt breaks a lamp, I'm a cookie, and then my barbecue has a huge dent in it. I hate this day. The cookie was getting angry very quickly. The cookie's emotions were very unpredictable. Suddenly we heard a bang and a cannonball fired itself into the kitchen wall. Oh my God! Stop that loose cannon! Cried my mother, as the small cannon by the kitchen table kept firing cannonballs into the kitchen wall. You stupid piece of shit! My uncle then picked up the small cannon and threw it out the door as it fired its last cannonball into the street, knocking over a chimney a few houses down. Why do you have a cannon in your house? Questioned my father once my uncle had calmed down. It was a gift from an old friend of mine. I was told it never worked. Someone lit a match and started it. I smell a rat. He had a good sense of smell too, because just then we saw a rat scamper across the kitchen floor carrying a match in its hand. That's it! That's when the cookie grabbed a rolling pin from the shelf and repeatedly beat the rat with it until it was dead. My mother burst into tears. 3 dead animals! 2 beaten! She moaned. I want this day to end! Seriously, Bob, you need to use your loaf. There's a better way to get rid of animals than just whacking them dead. Now you have another dead animal to clean up, said my father as he held my wailing mother. And that concludes part 4 of A Cock and Bull Story. Next week, we'll be finishing up A Cock and Bull Story, and I will get back to singing or reading more stories. Who knows? Bye for now!
Bye.